Hi, I'm Jennifer, and today in this video I'll be showing you how to make this cute little crocheted leaf. This is a quick and easy crochet project, and I'll show you all the steps so you can make one too. Remember, if you like this project, don't forget to click to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. This project can also be used for a random act of crochet kindness. If you look here, on the back, I've put a little note. I'm not lost, just all alone. If I made you smile, please take me home. And you can add a ribbon hanger and hide it in your community for someone to find. I love to leave crocheted items in my community and in my travels because I hear from people who find them that it brings them a lot of joy and it makes them smile. So let's get started. To make this cute little crochet leaf, you'll need a small amount of velvet yarn. Then you'll need a 5mm crochet hook. I love to use the Clover crochet hooks. You'll also need a tapestry needle. And then you'll want to get some safety eyes. You could embroider the eyes on or sew them on with felt, cutting a small circle of black felt, but the safety eyes give a nice pretty shine that makes it look more realistic. And these are size about 8mm, but you could get ones maybe 6mm would work. And then you also need the anchoring pieces to go with them. I also used some felt for the back of the project to give it some stability, and an optional brown matching grosgrain ribbon, just a small length to create the hanger if you want to do that. And then I also used size 3 cotton crochet thread. You could use embroidery floss and an embroidery needle to add the little mouth detail. And of course you'll also need some sharp scissors so you can cut the felt to the right shape and also cut all your yarn tails. Another supply you'll need is a hot glue gun and a glue stick. You could also use fabric glue, but I prefer the hot glue gun because it works very quickly. To create this cute little leaf, we're going to do a basic chain that goes up the center of the leaf, and then we're going to work around one side of the chain and then work along the other, and we'll end up with the center. And then we're going to add this section here on the side and then the other side section. To begin the leaf, you'll want to put your slip knot on your hook. I am not going to work with velvet for this demonstration because this yarn is easier to see stitches with. First, you're going to chain 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you have a chain like this, and we're going to work on this side of the chain first. So we're going to skip the first 2 chains and do a half double crochet in the 3rd stitch from the hook, the 3rd chain. And then we're going to do 3 more half double crochets. So remember, half double crochet is yarn over, put your hook in, yarn over, pull through the stitch, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So we're going to do 2 more of those. So we have a total of 4 half double crochets right here. Next, we're going to do a single crochet in each of the next 2 chains. Single crochet, you put your hook in, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both. We'll do 1 more of those. And then in this last chain here, we're going to put a slip stitch, which is hook in, yarn over, pull through the chain and through the loop on your hook. And so you have something that looks like this. Now we're going to work down this other side of the chain. So we're going to chain 1. That helps us get over there without pulling and stretching. And now we're going to do a slip stitch in the first stitch. Then we're going to do a single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. And then we're going to do half double crochets to the end. And we're going to do 5 of those. So we yarn over and work the half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right here. That's in that turning chain. So now you'll have something that looks like this. And you can see that is the beginning of the leaf shape. So this is the center of the leaf. And now we're going to build on the leaf and create this side section. So we're going to continue working around the bottom of the leaf. So we're going to chain 1 again and then slip stitch around till we get to that first stitch on the side. And depending on how it works for you with your velvet yarn, you might need to do 2 slip stitches or 3, but you want to work your way over here to the first stitch of the round. And you want to make sure that you slip stitch in there, and then you're going to chain 1, and you're going to do a double crochet into that same stitch. So let me show you that again. So I did a chain 1, then I'm going to yarn over, put my hook into that same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on my hook, then yarn over, pull through just 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then I'm going to double crochet in the next stitch, yarn over, hook in, pull through 2, through 2, and then I'm going to chain 1, and now we're going to work down the side of this stitch. So I'm going to just stick my hook into the side of the stitch near the top and do a slip stitch. And then I'm going to stick my hook into the bottom side of the same stitch and do a slip stitch. And then I'm going to slip stitch into that next stitch here on the leaf, that leaf center. And that's it for that side of the leaf. And then you'll want to cut your yarn and fasten off. And so far, this is what we have. So now what we're going to do, because of how the crochet stitches work, we're going to flip our leaf over, and we're going to do the same thing we just did, but on this side. So I'm going to put my slip knot on my hook. I'm going to find that first stitch. You can see it right here. Sometimes if it helps to flip your project over, you can do that. And I'm going to slip stitch right in there. And then I'm going to chain 1 and work a double crochet in that same stitch. Then I'm going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. Then I'm going to chain 1, and now I'm going to work those 2 slip stitches down the side of the double crochet. 1 there, 1 there, and then I'm going to slip stitch in the next stitch on the center of the leaf. And that creates a mirror leaf section, and I fasten off. Now this is the wrong side, so I'm going to flip it back over so the right side is facing. And there you go. That's how you crochet the leaf shape. Now again, because this is with non-velvet yarn, you can tell that, you know, the wrong side of the stitches are showing here. But with the velvet, you cannot tell. And by doing it this way, after lots of experimentation, this seems the best way to make this leaf shape the same on both sides. By doing the same stitches we just flip the leaf over. So now we're going to add the eyes and the mouth, and then we're going to add the felt backing that you can see here and the hanger, and you can add that to your leaf if you want to leave it around in the community. So now we're ready to add the eyes. I've taken one safety eye and pushed it through where I would like it on my completed velvet leaf. And then I add this piece of felt here to help the eyes be more secure. I have a step-by-step video tutorial of how I do this, which you can click on right here to watch. And I'll insert the other eye and put that through the felt, like so. And then you just take the anchors or the locking plastic circles and slide that over so your safety eye doesn't pull out. And next I'm going to add the little mouth. For that I'm using a small length of black size 3 crochet thread and a nice long embroidery needle, and I'm going to put my needle through the leaf, and I'll put it back down where I'd like the smile to end. You get a lot of different looks depending on where you place the eyes and how you do the mouth. So this kind of looks like a sad leaf. So if I want it to be a smile, I insert the needle below that line and catch the thread to pull it down into that smile shape. And then on the back side, what I like to do is tie these two ends into a knot. Instead of making a knot ahead of time, I'll just tie these two into a nice tight knot. And I did the same thing with my yarn tails with the velvet yarn. I just wove them into the center here and then tied them in a double knot and clipped them short, because this last step will secure those ends without having to weave them in, so it's even quicker than usual. So now I'm going to take a small square of brown felt and place my leaf over that, and what you can do is basically use it as a template, and I'm going to cut around, except when I get to the bottom I'll just cut a length here, and I can adjust this to what I want after I get it all situated, and follow around the best I can, like so. So now I'm going to use my glue gun, and I'm going to glue this felt piece to the back of the leaf. Just put a little bit of glue on one side and then lay this down. And I'll repeat that on this other side. Like so. And now I just use my scissors to fine-tune the felt behind so it doesn't show from the front. And I'll trim the stem. I think it looks best with it skinny at the base and then flares out a little bit like that. I could make it a little shorter since it's a small leaf. And then I like to use a small piece of ribbon. But again, it's optional. So if you'd like, you can glue on a small piece of ribbon so that this can hang. After you have your leaf completed, I like to add the little message, so I printed it out on my computer. Cardstock would be nice, or just paper, and I folded it up. It's only about 2 inches by 2 inches, and then folded it in half, and I just used a safety pin to pin it on, just like that, so that when it hung up somewhere, maybe on a tree or a little branch, someone who found it would notice once they picked it up that there was a little message so they could take it home with them. So I hope you enjoyed making this project. I hope you have fun giving it to someone or using it in your home decor or leaving it in your community as a little smile for someone to find. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.